Well, here we are again. Here we are again. Here we are again. Well, let me start off by saying this is Ramblin' Randy here, and I am still in the deep piney woods of East Texas here, and it's been quite a pleasant day weather-wise. It started getting interesting here just a while back here. Got a little thunderstorm thing coming up, but that ain't nothing like the thunderstorm that's going on up there around Washington, D.C. and other places from sea to shining sea. Can you even believe this? I mean, honestly, seriously. We need to talk, everybody, and you need to get as many people as you possibly can to listen to us. Because, goodness gracious, I mean, look at this artwork. This is one of the most amazing artists I've ever seen. You've seen some of these memes. These things are called memes. The computers cannot read these things. The computer cannot read these things. Does it scroll? I hope it scrolls. It does scroll. And see, you've been seeing these things running around. You can go like, share. And this is the kind of stuff that gets people's attention. Ramblin' Randy here. Did I say that earlier? Well, let's just check the hour and see why he's acting so funny. It is 11:36 p.m. Friday, May the 15th, 2020. I do believe. But it only scrolled once. Okay, let's do it again. Now, let's just stop and take it right here. First of all, I believe that I'm going to have to change my format into something much more simpler if I want to achieve my objective. What is your objective, Randy? My objective is to enable. No, that's not a good way of putting it. That sounds too damn serious. My objective is to win. My objective is that if we can't do it, they damn sure can't. Okay? That's kind of what my motivation is. These people, and they're people, but they come from a long line of the same group of thieves. Now, I'm not kidding you. If I had been around back in St. Germain's day, what did he say? That in St. Germain's day, that maybe that will motivate you to go do some research or something. St. Germain, he pops up every now and then. I heard he popped up last time. He popped up was up in that upper balcony over there in Europe stuff where they still wear those wigs and stuff. They actually do that over there. Can you believe that? Like they didn't get enough from old King George, and they're trying to. I don't know what they're doing. That's the silliest thing I ever heard. And I used to think that them sitting out there hollering at each other, like they're fixing to start fist fighting. And I believe sometimes that they do come to fisticuffs over there. I mean, it's a crazy deal to watch. But hey, tell you what's crazy. One of the sides of our government tonight just decided they're just going to go on hiatus and they're going to vote remotely, and they're going to try to, listen to me closely, they're going to try to pull this quorum deal like they did back there on that oh so infamous Christmas Eve in the year of 1913, and the current one steering the place was Woodrow Wilson, and they rammed the Federal Reserve Act through again, and up the backside goes that umbrella without any KY. Are you with me now? That might be a little graphic, but look at what you're looking at there. Hell, look at that. Is that false? That's so falsy. Rand Paul, is this cute or what? Now, what Rand Paul is saying, hey, you don't be sitting up there saying that you're the head cheese on how everything goes viral-wise, the world of study and all that stuff, which is true. I could sit here for about an hour and a half talk to you about this cat right here. And it's based on content and data that I have gleaned from some of these sources talk about. Schools say, my God, look here now. I hope that this message at some point someone shares this with somebody who believes that they should keep the damn schools closed and indefinite lockdown and stuff like this. They need to hear this. Now, I don't know where you're getting your cheese at. If you're waiting on your next 1200, if you even got the first one, my God, what does it come to? Now, this is coming from someone who just, I don't have a real burning desire to be grabbing a 36-inch, which y'all don't know what that is. That's a big old crescent wrench, and start trying to break big bolts loose on a drilling rig somewhere. That's all we kind of do down here. And I'm getting on up life's ladder where I don't want to do that. So people like me, maybe you, would prefer to go an easier, softer route. But let me tell you something. What you're seeing here, these people trying to get control of our energy. You keep saying that, Randy. That's true. Let's look at this in here. Now, I had this one floating around. I made a little video like this one. It might have had this picture on there. You need to go watch it to see what I said. It must have been a good deal. Let's see what else we got here. Look at this. Democrat, face mask fashion. Oh my gosh. Listen to me. Just listen to me. Just kind of listen to me. If someone is bleeding, someone starts bleeding in a let's say a large room where there's 200 people in there. Are they going to get 199 gurneys and run the healthy people off and put them in a room and let that cat sit out there and bleed? What you should do is put the guy bleeding, or the gal. Good God, we want to be politically correct. Oh, Jesus. And all you rainbows. But what you do is you put the hurt one on the gurney, and you it's kind of like what's been going on since as long as I can remember. But what we're doing here is we're locking down the healthy ones, along with the, I guess, sick ones. And then, but the liquor stores are open, the churches are closed. Walmart's damn near packed. Don't see a lot of difference up there at Walmart. Maybe there is. But the churches are closed. Now, trust me, I haven't graced the halls on a regular basis just by choice. I mean, getting up and going. I hadn't gone by myself. Let me just put it that way. I don't think I've ever gone by myself. I don't think I've ever gone by myself. And I come from a long line of fire and brimstone Southern Baptists, but I can assure you this: I don't think I've ever gone by myself. But anyway, we've got issues out there. Look at this. Look at this right here. Now, I'm not going to say that there's not a virus out there, for God's sake. It's flu season. Oh, it's a virus. Yeah, flu, virus, bacteria, hell. There's a picture here that I've seen, and I pointed this out to my family members many times. I said, where is that lady over there in China coming out from underneath that skywalk deal, where they hook two buildings together and the road goes underneath there? I call that a skywalk. It's the same lady every year. She's got a mask on. She ain't changed clothes. Poor lady does not know that, she just, Either move or, move up the road a piece, because every year they're catching you right there. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Still framing you right there in that same spot with the same clothes on. But I know it's China. Everybody wears the same clothes over there. And everybody's buying into that. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do here? Nobody is going to do anything unless there's something in it for them. Have y'all figured that out yet? Y'all tired of looking at this? And let's look at something else. Ben Garrison, this guy right here, amazing. Is he not amazing? Who we got here? Now hold on, this sky's booming out there. Pretty good little boom just then. We seem to be moving into like a tornado alley or something down here. Check it out. East Texas has been getting, seemed like to me, a lot more than normal. I'd been away from here for about 35, 40 years, 30 years for sure. Anyway, let's look at this thing. Bernie. What happened to Bernie? Oh, God almighty. Can you believe any of this? Can you believe any of this going on? And they got us in lockdown. Not me. No, I hadn't been in lockdown. My son works at a grocery store. He isn't in lockdown. I was going to get in the car and go see Rex Bear today up there in Colorado. And I decided, I had my backpack and everything. I was headed up there to see him. I decided not to go. Because I'm in limbo right now of something that I've been working on for a long time, and it's because I want to win. I want everybody else to win too. Many people that are willing to stand up and love this country. I mean, I can't even believe I'm having to say that to people. Me, you'd have to know me. But if not me, who? Or if not you, who? If not now, when? We hadn't got much time. Here, the name of this little show thing I'm doing here is going to be, what if the things that you never thought would happen are happening? That's where we're at, people. Look at that meme right there. Free stuff. In the river of free stuff. You know, everybody wants to get rid of the free stuff, except wait till Tuesday, because I get mine on Monday. You know, that's what they say. You know? Everybody wants to go to heaven, but they just don't want to go right now. Oh, goodness gracious. Is that something? There's Biden up there. Look like now what we got here? There's no inflation. You know, people don't even understand what this inflation thing is. I do not think that they do. You see, we live in a Ponzi. I just call it the way it is. What is a Ponzi? A Ponzi is when you take money from somebody and then you keep taking money from people, and then the guy down there at the bottom starts raising hell, and you pay him with the money you took from Paul. You take from Peter to pay Paul. It's just a mess. And we live in one. Every time that you spend $1, you'd think you're spending some paper, you're spending digits, and then that is a debt instrument, which means that they have to throw it back into the money supply, because we went out and was borrowed it instantly and threw it in the money supply, and it causes, see that river right there stuff? Every time that we spend $1, we'll create 10 of these little digits, and that brings down the value of each one of them, because the river gets real big, deep, and wide, and running fast, and it's about to blow. It has blown. It has blown. Now, so Yeltsin come in there, you know, during Obama. I don't know if y'all remember, but there was Yeltsin, and she looked like little lady, you know, with the little, and they put her in there for that reason. Same reason they put Obama in there. They cloaked him, you know, in black. That's what they did. I mean, that's what. Yeah, come on, let's shoot straight here. He was protected because of that. It drives a rift between everybody. If you want to say anything about him being black, by God, the roof would fall. And I got a lot of black friends that would like to dismantle him. Goodness gracious. Boy, is it going to get serious around here. Is it going to get serious? Yeah, it's going to get serious. Back to old Yelkin here. They also had a Mr. Magoo over there during Obama that looked like Mr. Magoo. He was the head of the IRS over there for a while. And he was there. They all got him old and feeble looking. And the deal was, I picked up on it. I gleaned the energies that subliminally that would be a slight edge, the magic there. Of you're not going to be hollering at the little lady, are you? For God's sake, asking her a question. You know, you'd feel like you hollering at your grandmother. And old Mr. Magoo, who IRS guy, he just needed. It's been a mess, hasn't it, y'all? It's been an absolute mess. Are we there yet? In a few more months. Yeah, now see, this is something we got to pay attention to. This meme right here is getting out some really good, what I'd call meat on the bone. For every single day that we're down, it causes the ability. There's stores, there's places that can't hold on any longer. Not even to think of the people who are, can you imagine being in one of those high rises in some big city and you hadn't had your very first $1,200 check and you were working before and taking care of yourself and what have you, and you find yourself in that whirlwind? What a terrible situation. And I'm of the strong belief now that it's by design that they're trying to take down the country from the inside. But I have a plan. I surely do. And it's going to require we all get together. We all get on the same page. We need a place that we can talk and then we can exchange ideas. You know, there's people out there that don't have anyone to talk to. We're gonna create a forum where we can all get together on a big, huge family chat line, party line, if you will, back in the day, if you can remember that. And specifically, well, not so much specifically, but a lion's share of this will be offering things like to those that have crossed over, let's say the 50-year-old mark, you know, 1/3 of their way to through the journey. Catch that? And so there's people out there that would love to just listen, you know, just to listen and have the ability to know that they could get in the queue and they could, like they hear on these all these other radio shows, and we just do that all night long. And we just talk, and we become the teacher and we become the student. All at the same time. I'd love it. I'm going to do that. Matter of fact, I'm doing it now. How's that? We'll start these things on a different format. And if you would, please, if this sounds interesting to you, tell all your people to do the same thing. It's going to be free. I mean, we just come to get together. And right down below here, there's a little deal that says subscribe. And, you know, I have very few subscribers now. So any of the subscribers that do hear this, would you get 5 or 6 people to listen to this one right here? You know, the title will be When Things That You Never Thought Would Happen Start Happening. And tell them just to listen to this one. It kind of give them an idea of where I'm taking this thing. And it will be an exchange of, it'd be a collaboration. You know, like back in the day of the Templars, they were called Sub Rosa private societies. And Sub Rosa meaning below the rose in secrecy. The rose has always been a symbol for secrecy. I happen to be very fond of a yellow rose that you'll see floating around in my little universe. And it also has value in that it's the yellow rose of Texas. So we do have a Sub Rosa research society. We will exchange ideas, comments, and facts, and we'll back those things up so that we can, in Us We Trust News.com. I have that domain as well. And we're friends of Paul Revere. You know, he was brave enough to get up and go try to spread the words that the redcoats are coming. Let me share something with you and make no mistake about it. It's the same bloodline. Except they've expanded quite a bit. What happened here? I was over at Ben Garrison's and this thing. Yeah, there he is. We'll talk about him maybe in a minute. I don't want to get these things too long so you run out of stuff. But stare at that thing a minute and I'll wrap this up. But I have a plan. I have a plan to where we can all be the students and the teachers at the same time. When one of us says something, that we all pose a question, and then we show appreciation to the person who come up with that value. I mean, let's just say we threw them a penny. A penny. There's a lot of power in that penny. You have no idea. A penny. How you gonna do that, Randy? It's gonna cost. PayPal's gonna charge me $5 to transfer that penny. Not talking about PayPal. We've already manifested the platform. We just need the players. It's the game of life. I'll show you how to play and win. And I am not kidding you. I don't know how I'm going to be able to explain to people that something is so simple, and it's been right in front of us all along. Except sometimes, the perception or how it has been packaged and energized, be it negative or positive in the past, is how we would view it, because others would have viewed it that way, or others would have gotten hurt by it, or whatever the case may be. It's a dangerous thing, what I speak of, if not handled with proper intent, honorable intent, with 100% transparency, and based on a fair exchange of value of work that was done. You catch all of that? And at the end of the day, all that it is we recognize that we go through every day, we go through our life, and someone does something nice, and you are energized. It caused you to raise your spirits, which causes you to be able to draw more real energy into your system. And that might sound like, oh my God, he's going to get on a carpet and start going kumbaya or something. Well, occasionally I've done that, but I'm not going to talk about that. That's not what I'm talking about. You have to get down to the very basics of what's going on here. And what it is, it's our energy. It takes a lot of energy, believe it or not, thought-wise, to take a good picture. You have to be talented. You have to spend a lot of time and your own energy. Energy comes in many forms. It can be self-energy, picking up a hammer, swinging it. That's physical energy. And it can be energy created from thought. Burn a lot of calories when you're thinking. That's work. And so you take your thought and you manifest it into, or you keep thinking about something, and it causes you to create things or study things that eventually you're able to understand that camera to take a picture that made that person whose day was just about ready to call it quits. It had just about enough, and all of a sudden he's looking up and he sees that picture. Or she sees it. She puts the dangerous thing down and gives it another shot. And I'm not talking about to the temple, life itself. Very graphic and maybe far out there, but not unconceivable. Or just a basic picture that makes you smile, makes you feel good, makes you remember something of days gone by. Is it worth a penny? What about a question that you've been wondering about for a long time? Is it really Michael or Michelle? Oh, God. Humor's good. And then, by God, someone comes up with the hard facts. Is that going to go around? Was that cute or what? That just flowed right off there. But you've been looking and you wanted to know, would it be worth a penny, nickel, or maybe even a dime or quarter to you to finally find out, set it to rest, or anything else? What are they actually putting in those planes up there to make them fly like that and squirt those clouds out and never go away? What's in that stuff? inquiring minds want to know. If someone brings some content or data that helps satisfy a few questions that you had, would you flip them a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter? Interesting concept, is it not? Click the little button down there that says subscribe right down here below. We love you, big brother. And then hit the little bell next to it, and that will give you an indication of when I'm going to do the next show. And it just very well may be that all you got to do is listen and tell other people to listen. And to get yourself a house on top of the hill. You know, shiny little house on top of the hill. Bass boat, whatever you want. You know, a new flat in New York. Whatever it may be. What if it was as simple as just listening to me, follow a couple of suggestions, and tell other people to come listen and do the same? What if it was like that? Think you could pull that off? Think that'd be a little too tough for you? Guess what? That's about all there is to it. That's about all there is to it. It will be a very rewarding experience to me to see you finally realize at some point in time that you don't even have to listen to me to make it happen. You'll start creating your own reality from sheer thought, because people would have recognized your value enough to send you little tokens of appreciation, cha-ching, that will have set your course. And it wasn't your fixation on the profit and the proceeds, but your passion and purpose that got you there. This is Ramblin' Randy. I've enjoyed this. Thank you very much. And I'll close with this. Once a person who has been honestly mistaken all of their life learns the truth, they'll either cease to be mistaken and speak the real truth, or they'll cease to be honest. And I ask, what say you? This is Ramblin' Randy. Go out, smile at a stranger to make you feel better. And every single thought is a creative action. Have great thoughts and you'll have a great life. We down.